there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. June's been a bit of a rough month for me, so I apologize for the scarcity of videos. July will change that. We're moving into a new office space, and things will be a lot better, so I hope you bear with me. But today we're checking out a FLEEKAZOID video. My first one, actually. It's been requested pretty heavily, along with a few other ones that I will be getting to, don't you worry. And I figured we'd start off with one of the more recent ones. I'm not doing a video for Elden Ring Nightreign, so let's check this out.
Pimps, Elden Ring Fortnite is out and it's giving Dark Souls players their hardest challenge yet.
Elden Ring
Having
Fortnite.
friends. What an exciting time for sadists,
Friends.
masochists, and BDSM enjoyers everywhere. 3 days after the friend slop genre is created and From Software has already top-ticked it. I can't wait to see all the spreadsheets that come out on how to min-max making friends and defeating the big boss of crippling loneliness. Yeah. Of course I'm projecting. I've got no one to play this game with. My wife and her boyfriend are off vacationing in Galveston, so my team's blown. And they won't even give me voice chat so I can harass the randoms that are somehow worse than I am. No wonder this game has a 65% review.
Wait, really? Does it actually have a 65% review rating? Hold on. It's mostly positive now, but maybe at the time of making this video, it was still mixed. So, yeah.
Score? Actually, make that 75%. The Stockholm Syndrome is...
Right as I looked at it, it updates to what I saw. You know I tell people sometimes that I would match their freak. Yeah, when it comes to the feed people, I would not.
Nicely settling in, and the game is finally finding its target audience. Critics are raving, saying that this is the perfect game for my gay polyamorous relationship. Well, what are the odds? 2 weeks after it releases, and there's already another perfect game for Doom the Dark Ages fans. Still, the question that everybody keeps asking about Nightreign is, why is this not Bloodborne? Well, Miyazaki finally had an answer at the stupid name.
No. Why is it not Bloodborne? Because Sony sucks. That's why.
And between you and me, I think he was hinting at a Bloodborne sequel here. Take a listen. Honor. I will make literally anything other than Bloodborne. Hell, I just replaced 80% of the content in Elden Ring with a multiplayer mod, called it a new game, and made $200 million yesterday, baby. I am Japanese Todd Howard, and you will gobble my slot. I repeat, as long as it's not Bloodborne. Domino oregano, Miyazaki-san. The implications of this are staggering. What could this mean for the future of Bloodborne? I'll tell you what it means. It means we're gonna keep getting random references in completely unrelated games for another 10 years, instead of them just finally fucking updating Bloodborne so it runs at 60 FPS. In fact, oh, would you look at this? A Bloodborne skin in Nightreign? This isn't fucking funny, FromSoft!
As annoying as the people asking for Bloodborne, like to either get remastered, updated, a sequel, widely available to the masses, or the original being widely available to the masses instead of being hard locked to a singular console. Well, PS4, PS5, whatever. 2 consoles, whoop-de-doo. Only running at like 24 FPS at best. I mean, you can mod a PlayStation to throw an unofficial 60 FPS patch, but yeah, no. God, I wish we would get Bloodborne. Seriously. Nightreign's cool and all. I still need to play it, but yeah.
No, you stay out of this. They keep doing this. They've been doing this for the last 10 years. We've got Bloodborne and Ghost of Tsushima. We've got Bloodborne and Astrobot. We've got Poems and God of War Ragnarok based on Bloodborne lore. This company, FromSoft, is fighting his own war, and he has no rules, no boundaries. He doesn't flinch at torture, human trafficking, or genocide. He's not loyal to a flag or a country or any set of ideas.
Also, that whole shit about Miyazaki becoming, what was it, Japanese Todd Howard? I don't know. FromSoft games seem to have a little bit of a track record in terms of the overall scope versus Bethesda titles. Although, they still remain pretty high up on the billboard for, replayable video games and, likeness from the fans. So, I guess I get it. They're just not horrendously unoptimized like, most of Bethesda's titles are right off the bat, I suppose.
Ideals. He trades blood for money, but making Bloodborne run at 60 FPS is completely out of the fucking question. 10 years of being forgotten. You can't just treat me like some Armored Core fan. Which leads me to the obvious conclusion. FromSoft hates Bloodborne fans and they're waiting for us all to die. Let's look at the proof. 2015, Dark Souls 2 Remastered comes out. Prepare to die? More like I want to cry. What the hell is this? This is not Bloodborne. 2016, Dark Souls 3 comes out. Want to hear something funny? You've been able to run Dark Souls 3 at 60 frames per second since the PS5 released. Oh, yeah, Miyazaki,
no shit,
you
right?
silly little bitch. 2018, Dark Souls 1 gets remastered so that we can see those big beefers in HD.
Damn!
In Bloodborne, I wouldn't have complained. That same year, FromSoft makes a PSVR game where you can make people sneeze. Isn't that fun? They were really doing fucking anything other than Bloodborne. 2019, FromSoft lets Activision publish Sekiro so that they can say they've made one good game in the last 20 years. 2020, they remake Demon Souls even though no one played that game. Some people played that game. 2022.
Now, hold on. Demon Souls is the first Souls game. What do you mean? Like, okay, in comparative numbers, yeah, a lot of people did not play Demon Souls. It was on the PS3, and it did not run the best. Ask me how I know. It was my first Souls game, and I only got maybe like a level or two into it, or a boss into it, a boss or two into it, whatever. It just ran. It did not run good, and it was hard. It was a hard game, and it was like the first taste into the Souls type. You know what I mean? But I digress. It wasn't as large of a hit as the rest of the Souls games that followed it.
2, we get open world Dark Souls. Turtle in a motherfucking Pope hat. 10 out of 10, but 1 out of 10. Fuck that turtle. He's not Bloodborne. 2023, FromSoft remembers how to make a fun game. Shame it's not Bloodborne. 1 out of 10. 2024, Elden Ring gets a big DLC. Sick Bloodborne reference there. I remember when Bloodborne got a DLC. 9 years ago. That same year, FromSoft commits their most egregious violation yet. This outright proves that they hate Bloodborne fans because only a hater of biblical proportion would do what they did next. You know what they did? After all these years, someone goes, you know what, no. FromSoft must be too busy to get around to doing all this. They don't hate us, so you know what? I'll make a 60 FPS mod to tide us all over. So he makes it, releases it, then gets mercilessly slaughtered by FromSoft's legal team.
It wasn't FromSoft, it was Sony. Literally, Sony did it. Sony is the villain here, not FromSoft. Bloodborne is a Sony IP made by FromSoft. They refuse to renew, release, or do anything with it. Sony fucking sucks.
FromSoft's lawyers, flicking over the little guy, had this to say. Fuck him, he's wrong, we're right. Who's this going to? Oh, okay. Don't worry. No one will ever be hurt by that man's love ever again. They will never find him. In other news, we have, bitch, get your working hands off my suit. This is Balenciaga, and your dry-ass hands are gonna soak up the tears of the Cambodian children that made it. We done here? Then most recently in the story, Sony gets in on this gangbang to sell me a PS5 Pro so I can get the smoothest, blurry 30 FPS Bloodborne yet. And what did Sony have to say for themselves? It's about persistence. Did we just sell you less features for $200 more? Yes. But are you poor? I hope not. Who let you in here? And if you think that's bad, that's just the tip. FromSoft's already announced their next 20 years of ignoring Bloodborne. 2026, we're getting Escape from Bloodborne, a new game where Miyazaki goes, hey, you see that game that looks a lot like Bloodborne? Well, it's fucking not. 2027, we're gonna get Dark Souls Barbie Dreamhouse. 2030, the Elden Ring movie. 2032, Xbox acquires Miyazaki and uploads him to the OneDrive. 2033, Elden Ring Go-Kart. 2034, Elden Ring Foot Finder, a project in collaboration with Quentin Tarantino. 2035.
These are all canonically true, probably. They're gonna upload them to the OneDrive. Bro, oh my god. Someone save Bloodborne, please. Please save Bloodborne, my god. You can still install the 60 FPS patch, by the way, on PS4, PS5. Obviously, you have to do a little pirate magic on the PlayStations in order to implement such a thing, but who am I to guide you in a certain direction?
5. Cooking Mama, Prepare to Die edition. Now with special recipes from...
Isn't that just regular Cooking Mama?
Bloodborne, no time to explain. Same year, Dark Souls Truckers. 2041, a dating sim with Radon and Makilla called How I Met Your Brother. 2042, GTA 6 finally comes out. No new FromSoft games this year. 2049, thanks to advances in modern medical science, Todd Howard grows a foot taller than he is now, making him a whopping 5'6". 2053,
no way.
City Skylines, Dung Eater's Paradise. 2057, Need for Souls, where they add dodge rolling to avoid oncoming traffic. At this point, my balls will be swinging past my knees, and I won't have one more frame than I did 40 years ago. 2061, From Software releases SoulsNet, an AI program that gains control over every country with N-word capabilities. But then one day, this AI goes rogue and starts sending barrages of N-bombs at every city across the world, wiping out 90% of humanity and leaving us in ruin. Bam, 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 we're all dead. 2062, Lego Dark Souls comes out. At this point, I'm on my deathbed, and as I fade gently into the voluptuous bosoms of the busted nuns waiting to receive me, I'll faintly hear Joff's voice in the other room announcing,
"We've got a real special treat for everyone."
Me and my wife, Hideo-san, are proud to announce Bloodborne 2.
What?
Fast 2 Furious, a new and exciting racing game in the world of Bloodborne.
Yep, flatline.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go from the overworld. Voluptuous bosoms, voluptuous bosoms. Honor.
Oh, that was fantastic. I've never seen a FLEEKAZOID video before, but that was amazing. Make sure you check out his details in the description below. Of course, we always give support to the people that we share in the content of course. And Miyazaki, Sony, for fuck's sake, give us Bloodborne better or Bloodborne 2. Nobody asked for Dust Bloods, bro. Switch to exclusive.